The horrible animal exploitation hour will not be seen tonight due to the special presentation. It'll be on next week at its regular time.
Gary? AJ? Anyone?
Hey, nerd.
I mean, anyone but Fundy.
What's going on with the lights, and, what's with your costume?
I don't know, the building was dark when I got here, and we all agreed to dress up like YouTube characters, remember?
Yeah, well-known ones. I've never heard of Baseball Cap Guy.
Well, at least I'm not dressed like a creepy creationist apologist.
Correction. Historical, biblical, factualist.
Whatever. You're a religious conservative. Don't you guys believe that Halloween is satanic or something like that, and that it corrupts the young people?
Well, yeah, but I'm also gay, and Halloween is kind of the gay New Year and Mardi Gras combined.
So your solution is to celebrate Halloween but dressed as a far-right Christian?
Yep, that and when trick-or-treaters come to my house, we're handing out chick tracts instead of candy.
Well, I hope you like eggs. Anyway, can we not talk about this right now? This place is giving me the creeps.
Why? Because it's dark and quiet? Or because Charlie Chop Chop McKenzie just broke out of the Opinion County Penitentiary for the criminally insane? There goes my glasses.
Charlie Chop Chop McKenzie? Not the lunatic that murdered 23 people on a pony on Halloween night 17 years ago and is sworn to escape and continue his killing spree?
Yeah, that Charlie Chop Chop McKenzie, Captain Exposition. I heard the news over the radio on the way here.
Great, so now we gotta grope around in the dark with a killer on the loose.
Oh, sucks to be you. I'm protected by the loving and oily muscled arms of Jesus. If Chop Chop tries to harm one little hair on my sainted head, he will receive an ass-kicking from the babiest of Jesuses.
Let's just find the others and get out of here.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Funny, don't fuck around.
No, seriously, I heard something. Listen.
Ma!
Jesus, I thought you had my back.
Hey guys, happy Halloween!
AJ, WT fuck!
Yeah, what's the deal with sneaking in here wearing a hockey mask?
Because it's Halloween?
You're supposed to be dressed like a YouTuber.
I am!
Who?
I'm Jason! With a D!
Kiss ass.
I thought it was clever! Hey, why are all the lights out? Have the lizard people started their end game? If they have, they're early by at least 3 years than my estimate.
No, we don't know why the lights are out. Have you seen anyone else in the building?
Well, when I was in the lobby, I could have sworn I saw a shape. A big, shuffling shape. It chilled me to the core. It was like seeing a nightmare come to life. Like a bloodthirsty beast in search of its next victim. Or it could have been Oswald.
No, Oswald is trick-or-treating.
Then I don't know who it was.
It was Charlie Chop Chop McKenzie.
Charlie Chop Chop McKenzie? Not the lunatic who...
I did that already.
Did you mention that he whisked his victims to death with an egg whisk?
No. How do you egg whisk someone to death anyway?
It takes a really long time. That's why it's so horrible.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Great costume, Gary. 3D man. I don't think I've seen his YouTube channel.
What's going on? The lights are off and the elevator broke down as I rode it up here. And as I sat there in the dark, I could have sworn I heard a laugh. No, more like an inhuman cackle. A cackle of pure evil and malevolence. The kind of malevolence that carries an egg whisk.
Maybe it was the lizard people!
Will you stop with the lizard people?
We don't know what's wrong with the lights.
And there's a psycho killer on the loose.
And we're all alone in a dark building. Alone. Defenseless. Somewhere where no one could hear our desperate cries for help as we were dismembered by a madman!
So, do you guys want to do a topic?
Sure, what do we got, Gary?
How about the government shutdown?
What government shutdown?
Okay, the Affordable Care Act?
Snore, come on, it's Halloween. Something scary.
How about the fact that Ted Cruz is gonna run for president?
I said scary, not terrifying.
Oh, here we go. How about, why do people get scared?
Perfect, who sent it in?
Someone named Chuck McChop-Chop 232.
Well, I know why people like to be scared. Because deep down, everybody's perverted.
What?
Look, it's simple if you're not stupid. God made everyone perverted and sinful. You spend your whole life trying to get all normal and holy for Him. Getting scared touches the parts of your brain that get you all excited. The same parts of your brain that gets all excited about sex. The perverted parts. There's nothing more thrilling than hooking up with some strange man in a dark bar and then doing it in an alleyway. It's all scary and sexy at the same time. What were we talking about?
Well, Funny managed to scare me. What do you think, AJ?
People like getting scared because we've become so complacent in our safety and well-being that biologically we crave the adrenaline and endorphins that are generated when we're scared. It's all biological.
Bull. We get scared in this country because we're elitists who face so little real-life fear, we fabricate fear for fun. It's the ultimate statement of our culture. We have the luxury to scare ourselves, while other people in countries that have really scary things are scared every day over, well, really scary things.
Well, I think we like to get scared because it's just fun. You don't need to psychoanalyze everything. It's fun to scream and be scared by something you know won't harm you. Do we have to turn something as simple as giddy thrills into religious rebellion, physical addiction, or cultural privilege?
Yeah, we do, and besides, I'm right.
Look, can't we just admit that being scared in a harmless way is fun? No psychoanalysis, no culture politics, it's just fun. There's plenty of real things to be scared of out there. Why not at least have one day where we can be scared of things like ghosts and vampires and zombies? We have the initial creeping fear. It builds and it builds until you have that sudden shock and then the relief when you remember that you are safe and unharmed.
So, it's like an orgasm?
Well, yeah, now that I think about it.
See, I'm right. The pervert just confirmed it.
No, your theory is all about God and rebellion and sin. Mine is about the hedonistic thrill of being scared.
Your whole life is about hedonistic thrills. So, what really scares you guys? I'm not talking about werewolves or zombies, but, like real stuff.
Oh, that's easy. The Men in Black, Wendigos, and the Federal Reserve. But if I wanted to be really scary at Halloween, I'd dress up like global warming. What really scares you, Jason?
Bigots who don't know they're bigots, dogs that just stare at you, and waiting for a pregnancy test. If there was a haunted house filled with those things, I would not only pee my pants, but I'd probably pee your guys' pants as well.
A third Democratic presidential term, my credit card bill, my Grammy Yum Yums underwear, and tax audits.
Choking, antibiotics-resistant superbacteria, and death.
Death? Ha! The only people who are scared of death are those who know they're headed for Satan's easy bake oven.
You're not scared of death?
Heck no! I've got a first-class ticket to Cloud Town. You perverts and atheists get all scared of death, but not us Christians.
You're just as perverted as Gary, maybe even more so, because you keep your perversity a secret. You don't know for sure that you're going to heaven, Fundy.
Yes, I do. Sure, I may have some exotic tastes, but nothing that God hasn't seen or approved of. There is some freaky stuff in the Bible. Right, Gary? Gary?
Where did Gary go? He vanished suddenly.
I don't know. Did you see where he went, Fundy? Fundy?
He's gone too. Maybe they're making out in the closet or something.
Now that's a scary thought. Let's split up and go look for him. AJ? AJ? Oh, shit.
Halloween! Dear Fundy, if a train leaves San Francisco at 12:30 and another train leaves Austin at 12:35 and they are going an average speed of 75 miles an hour, then how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
What? I don't know. You know who would know? Jesus. Why don't you ask him now? Get down on your knees and pray your pray. Although I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the same reaction, which is, what?
Fundy, why do you work out? Can't you just pray to God for a better figure? Then again, if God created you as you are, then isn't it blasphemy to try to change it? Fundy, you think you can just change a gift from God because you want to?
Yes, I can change a gift from God because He just gave me the Play-Doh. It's my job to fix it up. You can't blame God for giving me something that He obviously wanted me to repair myself. You know, most of you people seem to think that if God just gives you a big old lumpy body, that's what God wants. Well, that's the lazy way out. No, I'm just gonna keep working out, building up this body, shaping that Play-Doh. Sexy, sexy Play-Doh.
Question, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
I think that if I didn't know how old I was, I would probably think that I was about 13. I've never felt like a grown-up.
How tight can you squishy hug Puppet Jason? Have you tried? Can you now?
Yes, I have tried, and legally I cannot hug Jason or anybody for that matter. Ever since that time that I gave Jason a great big squishy hug and I cracked his sternum.
AJ, do you think that Oswald has broken his cover by using the word ingenue?
Cover? What are you talking about? Just because he used a big word? He used a big word! I've got to start another file on him! He could be secretly smart. He could work for the Brandenburg Group, or the Lizard People, or maybe he's on an assassination.
To any of the puppets, do you consider me a stalker?
None of the puppets consider you a stalker.
Follow-up question to the super rich one. With that money, would you hire Frank Oz and re-air the Muppet Show? Or do you think that it wouldn't be done without Jim Henson's genius? Would that show work today at all?
I think the Muppet Show was a product of its time. I think it worked that one time, and rebooting it doesn't really work. one of the things about the Muppet Show is that it was basically based on vaudeville. So a lot of their humor was kind of corny and old, and I just don't know if that format would work nowadays. The other thing is that Frank Oz has, for the most part, put a lot of his puppetry behind him from what I know. I know that every once in a while he'll pick up like Bird at Sesame Street or something like that, but other puppet performers have moved in behind him to take over those roles that he used to play. I don't know what it would take for him to redo the Muppet Show, but the other thing, and I think you struck at the very heart of this, is that without Jim Henson there as the guiding force, I'm not sure if the Puppet Show TV show would actually work, to be quite honest. They would be better off remounting a new or different show, or just sticking to the movies, because I quite honestly enjoyed the last movie.
Hey, Jason.
What?
Boo.
Yikes, a ghost?
Oh, man, you should have seen your face. You were all scared. I bet your underwears are all wet with pee because you peed them. 'Cause I'm scary.
Oswald, your costume isn't,
Cute? No, it's not cute because it is super scary. The super scariest costume ever created by Monster.
Yep, you are so scary. In fact, I will now do the shout out so I don't have to look at you. You are so scary. Hey, everybody. Time to say your name and then make fun of it. Welcome, True Israelite. You can always tell if you have a true Israelite by checking the manufacturer's label. Silver Savior. If Jesus was more like Silver Surfer, I might actually worship him. Or Stan Lee. The Og Monster. A monster from the hood, apparently. Fuzzy Pig 5. Sounds like a J-pop band. Paper Pilgrim. The most unpopular superhero ever created. EFAF. EFAF. It's like a proto-word. Like, in a few million years, it could evolve into a real word. Futurama Comic Boy. Welcome, nerd. We are kindred, you and I. Jerthanus, dark wizard of downtown Asgaroth. Doombeaver. You started strong with Doom, but then you just kind of fell apart after that. Bodan Danilcho. Whether a town in Poland is just subbed, or just some dude with a Slavic name is subbed. Either way, sweet. That's it. Remember, if you've subbed and you demand your shoutout, then send your aggro complaint down to the comment section and let Meet Jason know. Bye!
Boo! Again with the terror.
Oswald.
I am terrifying. Boo!
Fine. Arg! My heart! Oh, Oswald, you are too scary for me. You have killed me with fear. Arg, etc.
Oh no! I've killed someone by accident. Again. This week. I'm getting kind of tired of digging graves.
Oh, hi! Thanks for watching! If you want to see more Opinion-Ville antics, click subscribe. If you want to see the previous episode, click the previous episode button. So until next time, remember, water is poison. I'm not going to elaborate on that. It's just poison. Don't drink it. Or use it for the shower. Or touch it. Or stare at it too hard. Don't breathe its fumes.